Okay. Gobi.
Colby. We're gonna wait for everybody to log on here. It's gonna take just a minute. Do you see me live on Facebook? Want to take a peek?
I do.
Oh, fabulous.
Just do not hear you because I have it on mute.
That's fine. We just have to wait a minute. Wait for everybody to log on. We're gonna wait for a minute. Just a few minutes.
There's like a lag. I'm seeing.
Yeah, there's about.
I'm seeing me just looking down, and then I'm looking back up at the camera. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, there is. There's like a 10-second lag. It's weird.
Look, it's Godzilla.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, YouTube. So I have it on Awakening's Facebook page right now. I have it on my Facebook page, the Psychic Medium page, and then I also have it on YouTube as well. So I have 3 different platforms that we're rolling from because we're going to give it a shot. So we're just going to wait for everybody to kind of log on just a little bit more here.
It's got a lot of cool stuff.
Oh yeah. It has been really nice for the simple fact that we are not having to go 110 miles an hour here. So we have a little bit more time to kind of snoop around, talk to the vendors. It's been a little weird here. We went to the Western Complex yesterday, and normally we have to kind of, elbow our way in there to see what's going on. And it was eerily dead.
Uh-huh.
And we were kind of like looking around going, okay, where's all the customers? I mean, the vendors were all there, but the customers weren't. But I think they all went to the Crown Point Plaza is where they were. So a lot of them went there, and that's where we went today. And we found some really good deals there too. So I'm really excited to show you guys what we got. It's like a lot of cool stuff and a lot of stuff that we don't normally have on hand. We do have some exotic stuff too, but a lot of rings. I got some rings, bracelets. I got some Moldavite, Libyan Tektite. Like I got some high vibers here. And a lot of these we swindled pretty good. So like the Libyan Tektite, normally those rings will start out at $90. I think we're going to retail them at $60. So we won't be having any discounts because we got them in so cheap. The other ones, we just we're going to, at the store, they're just normal price. We're just restocking. So we're not going to show you those. So if you guys want to purchase anything, everything's going to be on the Awakenings website, and it's going to be underneath the Denver deals, which I don't think we unlocked.
Oh.
We didn't unlock that. I just realized that. So we're going to unlock that here. So you'll see a tab underneath at the awakeningstore.com. You'll see a tab that says Denver deals. Eric's going to unlock it right now or unhide it. And then if you guys don't see it, you may need to refresh your page a little bit. The biggest thing with this one is if you see something that you like, purchase it right away. Now, if you order over a total, if you order over $75, we'll go ahead and reimburse you all the shipping. So over $75, the shipping is free. But if you say you purchase something for $30, and you got the shipping fee, and then you purchase something else for $70 and it gave you a shipping fee, don't worry, we'll reimburse you. So don't sweat the shipping stuff over $75. So we have a lot of goodies here to show you.
I looked at it. It was already turned on.
Alika did it because Alika's the shit. So, okay, sweet. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started. But like I said, if you guys see something that you like, get on awakeningstore.com. Like I said, it's underneath the Desert Deals tab. Click on it right away. For the most part, we put pictures with everything too. So if you forget maybe what it's called, you can at least see the picture. I think what I want to start with is my fairy stones. I'll go ahead and start with that. So fairy stones, so here's the rumor with my fairy stones, is that it's said that in Germany, when there was fairies there, that when Jesus Christ died on the cross, when they cried, their tears, when they landed, formed crosses. So these are called fairy crosses. Let me show you some kind of what they look like. I'll have to put this up just a little bit so you guys can, otherwise it focuses weird. So that's a fairy cross right there. It's a type of starolite. So they're mostly from Russia. That's usually where you find them in Germany. They're in Russia. So that's what they look like. These are only $29.99. Like I said, I love the story behind them because like I said, it's said that when the fairies were very sad when Jesus died and where their tears landed, that's what made fairy crosses. So that's the urban legend, right? So that's what they look like right here. And again, they're $29.99. And I do have one big display. So I have this guy for $99, but he is huge. So I had to negotiate this one. Whew. So, but this one is $99. Normally, these are going to run closer to $200. So, but this is, like I said, it's $99.99. So this one's right here. And then, like I said, I have a good 20. They're in here. So about 20 of those, or 25 of the Starlight Fairy Stones. So again, this is the big one that I have for 99. The other ones are $29.99. And again, don't worry about the shipping. If you guys total at the end of this sale, you know, get over 75 bucks, we'll reimburse the shipping. So don't sweat it. If you do purchase more things in the cart that's not here in Denver, you may get to, we'll have to ship them out separately because again, we're in Denver and we do not have the cards that go with these, although we can get those for you. You'll have to request those from when we get back to Omaha. So we're not going back to Omaha for another 10 days yet. So and then it looks like Alec is also putting in, if you guys see on the chat bar, she's also putting in, which I can highlight that, but that right there is in that chat bar, you can see where you can purchase those. Okay, so next up, should we do the Tiffany?
Sure.
Tiffany Stone. I love Tiffany Stone because it is really, Tiffany Stone is opalized fluorite. So if you think about rainbow fluorite or any fluorite that's been kind of like basically fossilized, if you want to think about it that way, that's what this is all about. So I love these. I've got two different shapes here. These are $49.99. These are all sterling silver. So these are my pendants right there. This is the Tiffany Stone pendants. Excellent for opening up the crown chakra. I like Tiffany Stone to meditate with. It really calms the mind down, but it really helps to open and stabilize the crown chakra there. So these are the two pendants that I have for $49.99. I do have two rings. I got one ring here. This one is I need my glasses. This is I can't see what size that is, or this size either.
Size 8.5.
Okay, so this is an 8.5 size ring. This one here, the triangle trilliant looking one. I know I can't hardly, I'm working on it. Aha, there we go. There's that one. And the rings are $49.99 as well.
Size 7.
And this is a size 7. And this is like a deco marquise looking one. But that is also the Tiffany Stone. Like I said, opalized fluorite. I really like it to open and stabilize the crown, like I said. I also have some rough pieces. Now, normally these rough pieces right here are going to run you about 30, 40 bucks. We have them for $29.99. So this is the Tiffany Stone rough small. And then I have rough kind of what we're calling these medium. So I have, these are $24, these are $29. So I have two different sizes for these. And they are pretty good. I mean, they're like little, not geodes, but this is the Tiffany Stone. Most Tiffany Stone is found, I believe, out of Utah. Isn't that right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
So most Tiffany Stone is found in Utah. So I do have this slab here. This one is $49.99 for this Tiffany Stone slab. The colors are crap. Like, wait, this ain't picking up the color. Like, this is a nice purple. So I've got this one here. So, and then I also have this specimen piece. This one is $69.99. It's one big chunk of Tiffany Stone. One big chunk, $69.99 for this specimen piece here. And then I also have I have three pieces for $69. So this specimen piece was number 3. Okay. This one is number 5. And this one is number 4. So this is 4. This is number 5, $69.99. So, and these are good chunks. So, and then I have one nice display for $169.99. So that's this one right here, $169.99 for my specimen piece. And that's Tiffany Stone, which is opalized fluorite. Like I said, it stabilizes that crown. Really, really good for opening up your intuition, your psychic abilities, and really stabilizing the crown so it's not open, closed, open, closed. So,
yeah, I'd like to add too. So Kel and I actually showed up probably a day or so earlier than the show began. We typically have a much easier time in Tucson, given the fact that it takes over the entire city. So therefore, it's not as regulated, but we ended up getting kicked out of a place last night because the fire marshal was telling all the vendors, you can't sell anything. We will shut you down. And other vendors were yelling at other vendors. But speaking about those Tiffany stones, we were the first ones at this particular miner. So therefore, we were able to dig through the bin. That is actually the beauty. Kel and I made the mistake when we first started Awakenings. We said, you know what? Let's go on the tail end of these gem shows because maybe we'll be able to score the best deals. Then we made a mistake because most all the vendors were already packing up the remaining inventory and trying to head back to their own country.
They were leaving.
So now we head to the shows earlier, even if they're not technically open, just so we can actually cherry pick and hand select the best items. So
and some of our vendors are like, yeah, come on in, like, shh, come on in, you know. So sometimes we get a little sneak peek. Other times they're like, no. So I'm like, you just learn not to take it personally, but it helps to, I mean, what are they gonna do? Say no? Okay, we're still gonna ask, right? Okay, the next ones, you want to explain them?
Sure.
I'll let you explain them.
All right.
I looked at them, I'm like, they're pretty, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah, so if you guys can actually see this, let me see with the card. Oh, other side. So these are super rare. The miner who actually mines these guys, this is actually a purple fluorite. It's purple fluorite on white barite, but it's also known as after lemontite. Lemontite is actually a different mineral, and that is the shape that you see. Fluorite has a completely different shape than what you're seeing right here, but that's why they call it a pseudomorph. A pseudomorph is something that it used to be something, and then it changes into a different mineral, and that's exactly what happened here. So that third piece, that lemontite, that was the mineral that it started in. So that is the chemical structure that you see and the shape. But after the years of where it was actually mined and found, over the years, the time, the pressure went ahead and consolidated it and actually turned it into a completely different mineral while still keeping the original shape. That's what a pseudomorph is called. It's very similar to a prophecy stone that's only found in the Sahara White Desert. So these guys are $29.99. He actually showed us, we were actually the first customers to ever buy this. He showed us other online platforms. Nobody else is selling these except him.
Yeah.
So these are pricey. These guys are going for $29.99, but he said they are so rare, and he's the only one that has access to the mining rights.
Yeah, and
so
we really try to do our research, you know, and be like, okay, is this guy full of it? Like, you know, we never heard of it. But once we did our research, we came back the next day and we're like, okay, we want those.
Yeah, and he only had 2 flats available. So we have 54 pieces. He only had 108 exactly. So we picked up half of them.
Yeah, we picked out the best ones we could. So, but like I said, if you purchase those, you'll be the only one that really kind of has them in the world.
Yeah, in the fluorite family, obviously there's different colors associated with it. We do not have purple fluorite cards made yet. However, purple fluorite also works just like rainbow fluorite. So if you research the purple fluorite healing properties, helps with mental confusion, brain
helps
fog,
with brain
and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Great for students. So this one is more what I could do, what little research I could find out. It's excellent for those that may have dementia or Alzheimer's. So the long-term mental brain stuff. So people that may have suffered strokes, different things like brain stuff. So really, really good for that. But really unique. Very unique.
And the white that you see, that mineral is barite. Barite is also great for addiction purposes as well.
Yeah, yeah. And barite's a pretty high Ivy. So absolutely. Oh, cool. Okay, so she was saying that the Tiffany stone, the large piece, is not online. It might still be hidden. Do you mind taking a peek at that one?
Sure.
This one.
All right.
Here's the sticker if you need it.
I got
it. The next one I want to show snake skins. So I have a nice piece of snakeskin agate. It's about this big. And again, that's usually found in Utah, Oregon area. But we found some tumbleds. Haven't come across tumbleds. Usually they're just specimen pieces. So these are the tumbled pieces right here, and kind of show it to you. These are tumbled pieces right there. That's tumbled snakeskin at $5.55. So these are excellent. So snakeskin agate is really, really good for getting your shit together. So if your brain's scattered and you can't seem to focus, that's what this one's for. Not only that, it really does help you to ground. So it's not really protective as it is more of a grounding type of crystal, but it's grounding so you can get your focus on. So that's why I like snakeskin agate. All of these links, just so you guys know, that if you want to purchase any of these, go to awakeningstore.com. It's underneath the Denver Deals tab. So if you can't find what I'm showing you, it may be sold out. So like I said, if you put it in your cart, somebody can steal it from you. So purchase it. And like I said, I'll refund you any of the shipping charges. So, but don't wait to purchase on this stuff because people can take it out of your cart. Unfortunately, that's the way our system is kind of set up. It's weird.
And as a common courtesy, guys, don't just keep stuff in your cart and hold it for 24 hours. We will cancel and void out the order.
Because over 24 hours, if it doesn't sell, our system will automatically kick you out and you'll have to research and try to find everything else again. So next up, I want to show you is these bracelets right here. We've had them before, but they're not easy to find, but we were able to find 3 and 3 only. That's all we have. So these, actually, I don't know how much these bracelets are. They don't have they were not marked.
Oh.
So, but anyway, these are called blue ice or glacierite. So these are really calming, soothing crystals. So people that may have anxiety, these are a little bit more exotic. Again, we don't find these very often, but very, very calming crystal, very soothing. They're really different. Like I said, you can kind of tell that they have these different colors to them. I also have some hearts available as well. And so my hearts are right here. Again, it's called glacier or blue ice. So we just know that they started finding them in Indonesia, and it's from a volcano that has, over the years make this blue. It must have a little bit of copper to it in order for it to get blue, but they're having trouble really determining what exactly it is. So these hearts are $29.99. And these here are $99.99. And again, pretty rare. So we only have 3 available. These are 10 millimeter. And when they're gone, they're gone. So I won't be able to get these back in, I don't think. So, because the vendor, I pretty much bought all they had. So, like I said, it's really kind of, it's a lot like lava beads. You know how their lava beads are kind of like got divots in them? These do too, but they're not as deep. But they just feel really good. They're really soothing. It's a really soothing type of crystal. But again, that's blue ice bracelets, the 10 millimeter ones.
Oh, those are 10?
Yeah, these are 10ers. 10 or 15ers.
I don't think those were even entered.
We didn't enter those in?
I can do it right now.
Slip them in. He'll slip them in. Okay, next I want to show you. Oh, I got to show them the Veracruz. We got these Veracruz for a freaking deal. I don't know.
Because it's from the miners.
Yeah, we got them straight from the guy who mined it.
We cut out the middleman.
There's no middleman. So when I saw the price of these, I was like, wait a second. I think he might be wrong. He wasn't. We just got it directly from the mine, from the Mexicans, because it's in Veracruz, Mexico. That's why they're called Veracruz amethyst. Now, Veracruz amethyst is a lot lighter colored amethyst. So if you're used to the dark Uruguay or the Brazilian ones are really dark purple. So these are from Veracruz, Mexico. They recently found them within the last 10 years. So they're kind of new on the market. Oh my gosh. So I got to show you these too. Normally, when you see these online, these are going to run you about $1,000. So I just want to show you the detail of this because, oh my gosh. So let me show you up close here. We are going to retail these at $249. These are going for $1,000, but I'm not going to I got these for a deal. I'm going to let you guys have a deal. So it's not about the money with these. Like I said, obviously we're making a little bit on them, but not hardly any. You could probably buy these for what I'm retailing them for you and turn around and sell them again. I'm not kidding. But this is $249 Veracruz amethyst. It comes on a stand. This is a specimen piece, but it's all the way around. Look at that. $249.99. It's a beautiful, like a lilac lavender colored. So I'm going to show you this side too, but look at that. So absolutely gorgeous. So I have this one here, and then I also have this one. I have 2. So that one came on its own stand. This one did not. And this one is the same price, $249 as well. But this thing is huge. It's huge. So let me try to, I don't want to drop it. So let me try to show it to you here. Look at that. That's the back side of it, but this is the front side. Look at this gorgeous piece. Look at that. It's like stacked upon stacked upon stacked upon stacked. It's a beautiful lilac color. Again, $249. This is a specimen piece. Again, you're going to see these going for $8,000, $9,000, $2,000 all day long. Again, we're just doing $249.99. So, because like I said, we got it one hell of a deal. We want you guys to have a good deal too. So, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do have like more pictures posted when you guys go to the website and stuff too. But I just cannot get over of how pretty that is. So that's the back side, like I said. There's that. So the back, it looks big, but it's a very thin piece. So that's why I want to show you that piece. So absolutely gorgeous. I'm a Veracruz fan. I love Veracruz amethyst. You either like it or you don't care for it. It's either A or B. I've never known anybody be like, oh, it's nice. You either are like, oh, wow, I love it, or next. So that's my Veracruz. Like I said, I got a hell of a deal. So next up, oh, you want me to do Suge?
Yes.
He wants me to do the Suge. So speaking of deals, we got some deals on these Suge. Okay,
and we picked out the best ones.
We did. He's like, I got to get rid of these. I'll make you guys a deal. And we're like, sure. Everybody always wants to make a deal. And I'm like, that's a deal. So all of these that I'm going to show you are $49.99. Okay. Normally, again, these are going to retail starting at about $70 to $90. We got a deal, $49.99. That's what we're charging. So I have these rings right here. I've got look how deep purple that is. Look at that. So, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. It is a deep, deep purple. There are hardly any flaws on this. Usually Suge has a lot of black to it. This is all purple. This is almost all purple. So I have this one here, the oval one. So again, 49, I'm going to see. The oval one is, the size is 7.5 for the oval. For this one, it's a size 7 for the teardrop. And for the square, it is a size, oh gosh. Hey, babe, I'm gonna need my glasses. Do you mind handing those to me?
Your bifocals?
I can't see.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a size 8. Oh yeah, that's an 8. It's up there on the table. That's a size 8 right there for the square one. And then the rectangle one here is, I can't see it. I'm like, wow. Yes, Amanda, we are at the gem show. This is 8.5. So this is a size 8.5. So there's those. But like I said, beautiful purple Suge. Like I said, normally these are going to run you anywhere from $70, $80, $90. And I got these for $49.99. So hell of a deal. I also have some pendants too to match the rings, of course. So I've got this one here, which is, I got the oval, I got a square, and I did close-up pictures too. And then I also have a rectangle shaped one, $49.99 as well. These are excellent for, again, much like Tiffany stone, opening up the crown chakra, stabilizing that crown so you can really, this one, so Sujolite to me is more healing than Tiffany. Tiffany is more opening up the intuition, getting the psychic abilities, meditating, all of this. Suge is one of my top 5 that I'm going to recommend for any sort of illness within the body. So any body illness, Suge is an excellent, excellent healer for that because it gets your mind straight. It really gets to the root or the core problem of why you're sick. So that's why I really like Suge. So, and we call it Suge in the trade, everybody does, but it's Sujolite. So, but that's, like I said, I got these little 3 pendants here, $49.99. And when these are gone, these are going to be gone. So, because I can't get this quality in for this price. Normally, like I said, this price is going to run about $80, $90. So, okay, next up, what you got, honey? What you got? We got, oh, the lemon quartz. See, I'm a fan of, I like yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. It's because I have a terrible solar plexus. Let's just be real. So, but this lemon quartz, yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at those. It's 10 millimeters. They are $44.44. These are the 10ers. So they're not the 8 millimeters, they're 10. You can't find lemon quartz very often. It's kind of hard to find, but this helps with self-worth, self-confidence, helps with digestion. How many of these we have? I know we got like probably a dozen, I think.
Yeah.
So
10 or so.
Yeah, I went through and picked these out. I picked out all he had. So, but again, these are $44.44. This is lemon quartz. So lemon quartz, they're beautiful, see-through. I mean, they're really pretty. So I had 13, but I bought one for myself because I like them. So. Alrighty, so that is the lemon quartz bracelet, 10 millimeter, $44.44. And again, anything that you guys are seeing that you might like, again, just go to awakeningstore.com. It's underneath Denver Deals tab right there. And if you get over $75 in multiple purchases, we'll reimburse you the shipping fee, so don't sweat it, okay? So these we found. Took us a while, but we did find them. Actually, I wouldn't say we, Eric found them. So these are red coral. So we don't usually find red coral very much. And if we do, they're a little orangey. So these probably have been color enhanced a smidge because let's be real, regular coral, if you've ever seen it, it's ugly. So
Mhm.
it's like an orangey, like rust color. So a lot of times they'll enhance the color. It still holds the same properties of everything else, and we got these for cheap. So we got these for $29.99. And I think we have
10.
10.
10.
So that's all we could get was 10. So 8 millimeters, 10 red coral, excellent for grounding, especially earthing. If you feel like you need to get outside and earth, like really earth, that's what this is excellent for. It's also associated with water, which helps to open and stabilize your solar plexus and your root. So that's why I like coral, because it takes both the root and the sacral and really combines them together to get the energy moving in those directions. So if you have tummy issues, or especially digestive issues, and girly issues, red coral. So
Yeah, and it helps with if you're having like the blues, it helps ward off sadness as well.
it does. Yeah.
So I had to string these guys. We cannot ever find these already pre-strung. So some are a little bit larger, as you can see.
You can see some are bigger than others.
So please, if you include this in your order, just add. I would like it a little bit longer,
bigger,
or
smaller. So just kind of make a note in there, because we did have to make these ourselves, or he made them last night. We were watching TV. So he was stringing beads last night, but some are a little bit smaller, some are a little bit bigger. So when you purchase these, just make sure to say, I want a bigger one or a smaller one, and we'll know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're shipping everything out of our room.
Yeah.
So let us know.
We brought a suitcase full of shipping supplies, and then we also had to ship an entire box via UPS with more shipping supplies as well too.
Yeah.
So you guys will start receiving the tracking numbers and so forth over the next day.
Yep. So, and again, that's the red coral.
Yeah.
$29.99.
Yep. So these are guaranteed to come from the Mediterranean Sea as well. Mm-hmm. So very hard to get. That's why we've been sold out of these guys for the longest time.
Forever.
That's why we've been waiting to come to one of these gem shows. And rather than the vendor a couple days ago when we first picked up these strands, we've seen hundreds and hundreds of other vendors since then haven't come across these. That's how hard they are.
Like I said,
but they are
really
strung
tough.
on Ninja cord.
And it's one of those that, like I said, when we're looking, we're like looking really close, like a bunch of weirdos. But so anyway, $29.99. I think we only have 10 available. And again, when they're gone, we grabbed all the strands the dude had. So can you find lapis lazuli from Afghan? Oh yeah, we'll get some. We'll get some lapis. Absolutely, we'll get some lapis in. Are you gonna do those?
Yeah.
So at first I was all like, I don't know if I want to sell these, but once I got to looking.
Yeah, so these, we've actually had to pull a couple. So we've had to adjust the inventory, because when we've been showing folks pictures on social media, we've been getting a lot of requests. So,
no.
Okay.
So these these are aura. So you'll kind of see how they kind of shimmer a little bit. They're aura, but they're blue lace agate, and they're faceted. So, and 10 millimeter. So I only have two. They're aura, blue lace agate, faceted 10 millimeter bracelets, $29.99. $29.99. I was like, but yeah, this is part of the Chalcedony family. Helps you to speak your truth, helps you to say, no, and really mean it. Very, very calming type of crystal too. Very, very soothing. But again, I only have two, $29.99. When they're gone, they're gone. I could only get two. So next one is, what we got?
You want to do that guy?
Oh, my little owl. Of course. I got to do my little owl. So I got a Larimar owl. So Larimar is only found in the Dominican Republic. Very, very, very calming, soothing. It's supposed to really, when you're looking down in like ocean water, especially in like Jamaica or, the fancy places like that, when you're looking down, it should look like the waves in the water. So it's also known as the dolphin stone. Very calming crystal, very soothing. But this little owl was $69.99. So I'm like, mine. So, but this one he's a little owl. Like I said, there's the backside to him, but he's fairly flawless. Usually anymore, the Larimar you're going to find looks like that. It's like dirty looking. It's because they're kind of running out in the mine. So, but there's that one right there. Love it. So $69.99 for the Larimar owl. Again, just go to awakeningsstore.com. I think I got one more thing of Larimar, don't I?
The bracelets.
Were they oh yeah, the bracelets right there. So I have Larimar bracelets. Are they 140, 120?
I'll have to look that up.
129, 140, no, or 199. I think these are 199 because these are so we picked through, I don't know how many freaking Larimar bracelets, because I'm picky. Again, most of the Larimar that you're going to see has that brown crap in it. And I'm like, no, that's a crap grade. I'm not going to do that because Well, I like it pretty. So I found some high grade Larimar, 10 millimeter, high grade Larimar, 10 millimeter. I think I only have like 10 or 12. And then these are $199.99.
We got 9.
So we got 9 of these. So these are the only ones we have. Again, beautiful Larimar. So I'll try to do a little bit more of a close up here for you, but you can see there's not a lot. It's pretty well clean, very, very bright blue, not a lot of white. So these are really high grade. And again, when these are gone, I probably won't be able to find them here. I might have to wait till Tucson. So, but again, 10 millimeters. So these are really, really, I mean, they're nice. They are gemmy quality. Very, very calming, soothing type of bracelets. Like I said, if you have anxiety, Larimar's, that's one of the top 10. Absolutely. Ooh, we're going to do some Apache tear. So I only got 3 of these because I've never seen them ever. So this is Apache tear. So $49.99. I have 3 of these available. I only have 3, but they're Apache tears. I've never seen them in spears. Usually they come tumbled usually when we see them, or rough. I've never seen spears. Every once in a while, we'll be able to get some bracelets in, but I've never seen spears. Again, these are only $49.99. I have 3. Excellent for grief. So the Trail of Tears, grieving. So that's what Apache tear is known for, is helping people get through their grief. So again, I have 3 of these. They're also very grounding and protective too. So I like those. All right. What else you got, honey? Oh my.
It's $99.99.
This is $99.99. These we've seen on Etsy, eBay, everywhere else going for closer to $300-400 bucks. You said what? How much were these?
$99.99.
$100. $99.99. This would be Boulder Opal. So actual Boulder Opal. Love Boulder Opal. And yes, it's from Boulder, Colorado. Let's see if we can get a good focus. Focus. You can see the blues, see the blue and the greens in there. So excellent quality. He had about 10 of these. I only saw 1 that was worth it. So this was this one right here with the best quality. So again, this is $99.99. It's a 10, it might be more like a 15, or I don't know, it's big. So but it's Boulder Opal. Boulder Opal really helps when it comes to vocalizing your truth. It also helps a little bit with intuition and stabilizing your intuition. But I love this one just because of the blues and the purples in it. And it's really hard to pick up on the camera. It's got really nice blue, purple, green to it. There you go. Now you can kind of see it.
And every bead.
So every bead has one. So excellent. And I only have 1. When it's gone, it's gone. Oh, the natural pink. Is it pink natural light or just regular?
Pink natural light.
So it's got a little pink tone. It looks on the camera, it looks white, but it has a little pink tone to it. But this is pink natural light. We have never seen pink natural light in bracelets before. We've only found them either rough, and I don't know, tumbled maybe, but usually it's too expensive. We don't get it. So, but the natural light, we were able to swing a deal. I think we only have like 5 or 6 of these, maybe.
Yeah.
And how much are they, babe? Are they 29 too, or?
No.
No.
Natural light.
I don't remember. So, but yeah, that's what these are, the pink natural light bracelets here. But you can see they're kind of like I said, got the pink tone to them. This one is also really good for stabilizing that crown chakra.
$69.99.
And this is associated with water. So, and then anything associated with water is going to help your sacral chakra, which is your uterine issues, or anything along those lines. So again, I've got these for $69.99, and I think I only have 6 or 7, and when they're gone, they're gone. So, because we bought all the nice ones he had. I think there was 5 left that were crap, and I wasn't going to buy them. He's like, "Oh, if you get them, I'll throw a deal." I'm like, "No, I don't want it. Those are ugly." So, best way to tell the difference between Apache tears, obsidian, and black tourmaline? Obsidian and you won't find Apache tear spears very often. So, but black tourmaline usually has lines in it. So a lot of times when you see a black tourmaline spear, it doesn't look nice, and it's kind of pitted a little bit.
Yeah, I can explain that. So from the gemologist and the mineralogist kingdom, there's not a whole lot of difference between black obsidian and Apache tears, right? So black obsidian and Apache tears are both made out of lava. So lava that cools after it hits the earth. So after it comes out of the volcano. However, what makes Apache tears more unique than black obsidian is black obsidian, when it cools, when the lava cools, it becomes the obsidian. Apache Tears, however, cools in mid-air. So those are the sputes of lava chunks flying through the air. So in order to actually polish an Apache Tear just like this size, they would actually have to get a huge boulder like this and then stick it through the tumbler and then hand polish it into a spear. I think this is 55 millimeters.
Yeah, that's on like you don't see that very often. You just don't. So, but
just a little fun fact trivia.
Yep. So these, okay. We had to look at these 4 different times because we kept coming back to them. This is black rainbow quartz. So we were like, maybe he's just making his own shit up. Like we didn't quite know. But once we started looking, yeah. So this is a type of quartz, but it's just different. I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like maybe a little bit like chlorite, but not. It's like clear quartz with this black sparkle inclusion. I mean, they sparkle. I mean, they really sparkle. Like I said, it's hard for me to show these to you, but they're more of a smoky colored. They're not, I mean, you can see it here. It looks black, but it's kind of more of a smoky colored, but they have like rainbow inclusions in them almost. They're really different, really, really different. $49.99. I only have these right here. And when they're gone, they're gone. But again, these are 8 millimeters, but they're beautiful. I was really surprised because I thought maybe he was just kind of fibbing, but once we got to looking at them, like I said, they're just really different. So again, $49.99 for these. Yeah. So like I said, black rainbow quartz, different.
I'll do some of the jewelry.
Oh, I'll do some of this jewelry. I saw this and the first thing, I have to giggle because when I saw this jewelry, the first people I thought about was my staff. So, and they were like, yes. So anyway, here's what I have. Ready for these? These are fun. These are going to be fun. I have planchet rings, like Ouija board planchet rings. Yeah. So I have them from sizes 6 to 8. I have garnet. I have, garnet, black obsidian, and like one labradorite. I couldn't find any others. So these are adorable. So little planchet rings. They are sterling silver right there. It says yes and no on the one side. You can kind of see it. So these cute little planchet rings. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. These are $39.99. So this one is the black obsidian. And like I said, I have sizes 6 through 9. But these are the little planchet rings. And here's the kicker. Ready for this? I got the planchet rings, but I also have the pendants. So I have a garnet one, and I also have a black obsidian one. These are $29.99. So the rings are a little more expensive because of the sterling. So the sterling silver. But I also have a garnet one and a black obsidian pendant to match. So I'm like, the planchets, oh my gosh. Oh, and it gets better. You ready for this one? Ready for this one? This one's good. So I have coffin rings. So coffins, are these not adorable for Halloween? Oh my gosh. So these are $39.99 right here, $39.99. I have them again from sizes 6 through 9. These are all sterling silver, $39.99. So I've got the rings. I've got white moonstone. I have the black obsidian, and I have labradorite. There's no labradorite. So there's labradorite. So I've got these 3 different kinds in each size. And then I also have, of course, and I only have one of these each, but I have the labradorite and the moonstone and the black obsidian pendants to go with those. So little coffins, are they adorable? So I saw these, I'm like, my staff is going to eat these up. So, and then after I started talking to everybody else, they're like, I want one. I'm like, maybe I'll go back. So I went and got more. So, but yeah, these are all $39.99 or under. So $40 or under for the planchet rings and the coffin rings and the pendants as well. So aren't those fun? I saw them. I'm like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. So again, don't keep things in your cart because people can steal things out of your cart. Purchase them right away. And again, if you get over $75, we'll go ahead and reimburse all those shipping fees for you. So don't worry about, you're going to see those shipping fees all over. I'm like, don't sweat it. We'll reimburse you.
Let's do the Tiffany stone, the high.
You would do the TIFF?
Yeah.
Oh. So this was another one that he and I saw. Again, we've never seen it in a bracelet form before. So this is Tiffany stone bracelets. So usually, again, Tiffany stone is going to have a lot of black to it or a lot of white. So here's my Tiffany stone ring, just so you guys can compare what I'm talking about. So this is normally the Tiffany stone when we find it. This is normal, like the white with the black in it. That's pretty normal. This is all purple. This is all purple Tiffany stone. I've never seen this quality. And when I asked him how much, I went, I'm sorry. And he said it again. I'm like, I'll take them all. So here we're purchasing these, and this poor guy is not even knowing what the hell's going on. But I'm like, fine. So, but these are Suge. How much are they? Or the Tiffany stone?
They are 88.88.
88.88. These are 10 millimeters. I'm telling you, these will probably run closer to $200 if you find them anywhere else. So again, $88.88. I got a hell of a deal. I think he knew what he had, but I don't think he knew what he had. Because when he told me, I'm like, and then I had Eric come over and take a peek too, because I wanted to make sure I was seeing that right and hearing him right. So yeah, Tiffany stone bracelets. So these are 10, 11 millimeters here. So, and these are the only ones I have. So the rest of them were crap. So, but these were that really, really nice. Really, really, really nice.
Yellow argonite.
Oh yeah. So we saw these too. And we see argonite a lot, but we don't see yellow argonite, especially in bracelet form. So this is yellow argonite. It's kind of like got little stripes. You can kind of see little stripes to them. So this is excellent for those that have digestive issues, for those that might be diabetic, and for depression. So this is an excellent one, along with the lemon quartz bracelets. So this was the argonite bracelet here and the lemon quartz. These are the top ones really for those that might have depression. So it really helps to open up the solar plexus and stabilize it, which is where depression lives. So, but anyway, these are the argonite ones. These are $29.99. So, and I only have these I only got 4. So just these on $29.99. So when they're gone, they're gone. Oh, we're going to go there. You might have to help me on these because they're kind of oddly creepy, but cool. So hear me out, okay? So I'm going to show you these. I'll show you the big ones first.
Here's the big ones.
So they call them, what do they call them? The necro?
Oh, the necro crystal.
The necro crystal. Yeah, that means, dead bodies. Yeah. So they usually find these on dead bodies. Is that right? Or near dead bodies? Is that why
they grow on dead bodies?
They really, all of them grow on dead bodies?
No, they can grow on dead bodies, but no, they're dug from the ground.
Okay, that's why I was like, okay. So this is Vivianite. So a lot of people have been asking about Vivianite. So this is a fairly new discovery that kind of came out, 5 years ago? So these are excellent. I will tell you, these are high vibe. To me, they're similar, they don't have the punch of Moldavite. Similar though, similar. For me, these are really grounding. It's weird. Moldavite, taps you in. These will tap you in slowly, but yet kind of ground you so you're not so wonky. So these are my large pieces for $49.99. Now, these are, don't get me wrong, these are expensive. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they're really like dirty. But we found these and I'm like, you know what, let's just give them a shot and see. But we kind of had to swing a deal on these, but these are the large ones right here. So this is the size for the large, just so you know, there are this chrome green color throughout. So this one is $49. I have 3 different sizes. So this is my large. This is my medium sized. Well, here's my medium sized. Those are $24.44. And then I have my little small babies. These are $14.44. So I really wanted to hit everybody's price point. So I got large, medium, small. Again, these are going to be at awakeningstore.com underneath the Denver Deals tab. But yeah, they're usually, or they can be found or near dead bodies. So when somebody said that, they were the necro
crystal.
Yeah, the necro crystal. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. I'm like, no, you got to fill me in because I know dead people. So you're not filling me in right. But yeah, this is Vivianite. Like we tried to get some of this last year. It was so expensive. So we waited. Dirty, yeah. So we waited a year for the price point to kind of go down a little bit. But we were finally able to find some. So
they are still so popular. So many people are drawn to this particular crystal because it almost looks like a transparent emerald.
Yeah.
But the key bullet point that I can say on this particular crystal is Kel's a big fan of the Metaphysical Anatomy book, where we cause our own sickness. Vivianite, if you do your research and do the history behind it and the healing properties and the beliefs behind it, is that it actually clears your auric field and that it helps mend any broken areas of what's causing your sickness.
Yeah.
So,
it's actually it's really it's cool. It's got a story. I love stories. But when this guy was called the necromancy stone, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, that just sounds creepy as shit. And he was talking about Vivianite. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right, next up is the Peruvian blue opal bracelets. So I am going to fair warn you before I show you, these run a little small. So I wish they would have put in one more bead in there. Those are called Vivianite. So Vivianite. All right. These are the two that I have. If you got smaller wrists, great. If you got bigger wrists, this is not for you. I'm just telling you right now. These are 10 millimeter Peruvian blue opals. So again, another one that helps not only the third eye, but the throat, and kind of puts them together. So that way you can think about what you're talking about, which is really good in a Mercury retrograde. So again, these are $149.99. These are 10 millimeters. These are beautiful bluish green. They are gemmy. They are beautiful, beautiful colors. I mean, these are showstoppers. I could only get 2. So I tried to get about 5, but the rest of them were crap. I wasn't going to get them. So, but these are $149.99. So, and again, smaller wrists. So if you got bigger wrists, this pass on these because it's going to be too tight. So,
cool.
All righty. Ooh, what else you got, honey?
What else you want to do?
Want
to do these guys?
Should we do our Moldavite? Moldavite.
Sure, let's do the Moldavite.
Moldavite. All right. So we did find some Moldavite. And if you don't know Moldavite, it's mined out of the Czech Republic, and it was because a meteorite crashed, and the trailings of that meteorite in Czechoslovakia, that's what Moldavite is. It's extremely high vibe. So this is one that if you want to meditate with some Moldavite, you go right ahead. So it'll zap your butt. I gotta get my glasses on for some of these though, because I gotta read. Okay, so this one I got. Yeah. I got this one. It's a size 6 3/4. I'm gonna take this out here so you can see it. This Moldavite ring, it's got a flower. It's flowered. I like flowers. So there is that right there. That is the Moldavite flower ring. The size is 6 3/4. It is not adjustable. This is 6 3/4, and it is $149.99. So it is a faceted piece of Moldavite in there. I don't like touching. I'm already starting. So. It just makes my nose itch and gets me tapped in, and I really don't need to see sound today. Okay, so the next one, this is a size 9. This is an oval piece, Moldavite, $149.99. It's chunky. I mean, but gorgeous. It's all faceted. Sterling silver, size 9, absolutely gorgeous. So, and then the next one, and these are all legit from Czech Republic. And then this one is kind of I called it the teardrop because it's more like artsy fartsy. There you go. So it's kind of like it looks like a crown or one of those Kodla rings, like from, what is it, Irish stuff. But there's that one there that's also $149.99. It is size 7. That is a size 7. So, and again, if you're interested, go to awakeningstore.com. Underneath the Desert Deals tab and purchase. Like I said, don't wait to purchase this stuff because somebody can still take it out of your cart.
So just as a word of caution, everybody, we are seeing the orders coming in. Some of these that Kelly is actually showing you have gone already.
Probably.
So if you can't find them on the website,
they're gone.
You can shoot us over a message and we can go back to the same vendor because like Kelly said, we're going to be here for another week.
Yeah.
So we can try to find another one for you.
We'll see if we can find some more for you guys. So that way you can, we'll see what we can do. Right.
Yeah.
So these next ones that I'm going to show you are more expensive. Yes. Because they have more sterling silver. Yes. And they are adjustable. So, but the quality,
you can
superb,
totally tell.
Superb. Like I showed you those, that's a really good quality. Don't get me wrong. This quality, hands down best. That's why these are $249.99. I really wanted to make these more affordable, but I tried. But we go back to these guys every year and they have stellar stuff. So I have an oval one here. These are adjustable. Remember, these are all adjustable. So I have an oval huge oval faceted. And I'll show you, maybe hand me that oval and I'll show them the difference of why it's more expensive. So here's the oval here. Look at that beautiful faceted green. And this is a high vibey one. This one make your teeth chatter. So I got that one here, but I'm going to show you the difference in what I'm talking about. So this is $249, but look at the setting on it. Okay. This one is the $149 and here's the setting on it. So do you see what I mean? Even the setting it's got more sterling to it. It's just set better, right? So, and you do get what you pay for when it comes to Moldavite and when it comes to, sterling silver. So, but this is the $249. This is the oval one. And then I have the Trilliant cut, gorgeous. The Trilliant cut one here. Look at that. I got that one there, $249 as well. And then this one, which is more of a diamond shape, square faceted cushion cut. There's my other piece of Moldavite, $249.99. Like I said, these things shine. Man, this is a statement jewelry right here, but make no mistake, it'll make your teeth chatter. So Tiffany, if you want to purchase that, honey, you got to go to the website. So just go to awakeningstore.com. It's underneath the desert deals. Mm-hmm. So, and again, anything, if you guys do multiple purchases, that's fine. We'll reimburse you all the shipping fees. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. It'll see it. Oh yes. So I think I might be able to get one more of these. Maybe. So $149.99. This is a necklace, but look at this. It's angel wings. It's Moldavite angel wings. Look at this. Is that not the coolest? So that is a teardrop pendant with kind of a angel wing pattern to it. This is an 18-incher. So it's 18 inches. It is all sterling silver. This one is $149.99. I might be able to get another one of these if there's enough interest. But I mean, this is just, it's usually you just find them with the, they're not decorated. They don't think about girls. I swear these jewelers are mostly dudes from India. So, and they don't think about girls. So, but that is gorgeous. So I might be able to get another one of those. We'll see.
And then these guys, although, hi mom. Although they're pricey, these guys are $179.99. I have not been able to get these guys in for a few years. And the reason why, nobody wants to tumble these in beads because there is so much wasted material when you actually are tumbling these.
To find beads are hard in Moldavite.
We just got these guys in. They are 100% certified. That's all they do is sell Moldavite. These guys are 10 millimeter straight up Moldavite beads, right? We've always had the tumbled ones. The tumbled ones are a little easier to get because of the way that they're cut and everything. But these guys were actually more expensive. We got six 10 millimeter beads in. These were it. They did have several others inside their case that were cheaper, but they had a lot of flaws in them. So if you wanted flawless, so no nicks, no cracks, or anything of that nature, those are the ones that I was going after.
And when it comes to beads, you don't want cracks in there because if you have it on a bracelet and you hit that bracelet, it's going to split every time. So that's why we're really picky when it comes to Moldavite beads because we don't do a lot of beads. We really don't. Right. But the reason why we're very particular on these is because, again, we want it to be sturdy. So if you hit it, because you're klutzy like me, we want to be able to have it hold up. So again, that's the Moldavite bead right there. That's what it looks like. So and those are
$179.99.
$179.99. So again, it's really hard to find the beads because again, you have to have a big chunk. You got to tumble it, and then you hope it doesn't have any bubbles or fractures or anything like that afterward.
And then when the vendor drills the hole, sometimes when it cracks, they can't even sell the Moldavite. They have to get rid of it. They have to just discard it.
Yeah. So or they use it for sometimes chips, but even then.
So right next door to the Moldavite guy that I purchased these from, they're right next door to his room selling meteorites, right? And so we've had this on our wish list of several different customers because I have them on my mala. I got the Moldavite and the meteorite. We got two different versions. They're going for the same price. We just want to get you a couple different options though. So these guys are 10 millimeter Moldavite beads that come from
meteorite.
What's that?
Meteorite
beads, yes. That come from the Canyon Diablo in Arizona, which is the largest crater crash in the U.S. My friend Cody and I, we've actually been there when we went to Sedona, Arizona to pick up all of our displays from another store there. So the only difference between these two, the one over on this side right there, that is actually untreated. That's why it's not as shiny. That is 100% natural. It's just polished, right? But that's exactly what it looks like after it comes out of the tumbler. Now, the other one that does look a lot more shiny, it does have a special coating on it. So therefore, if moisture gets to it, it's guaranteed never to rust. Now, the natural one, if it does start to rust, there is a way to clean it, so it's not a big deal. But it does
kind of
look like
silver when it tarnishes. It's the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but these guys are only going for $69.99, and they have a lot of weight to them. So if you are stringing this on your own bracelet, I always stress use Ninja cord. It's the best, strongest elastic cord, hands down, that I've ever had to work with. And then definitely get the 1 millimeter. We sell it also in the store, the Ninja cord. If you get anything less than the 1 millimeter, it's just going to weigh down the elastic cord where it could potentially break. So you want to get a thick cord. That's why the hole.
The beads are, the holes
the
are
drill
pretty
holes
big.
are pretty big.
And that's the other thing people don't think about is like when we're looking at beads in particular, we have to look at the hole size, because sometimes that hole size, that was the biggest trouble that we had with the coral, the red coral, is that the hole size was way too small, and some of them that we could even barely find. And
we found that gorgeous Ethiopian opal strand. And both Kel and I gravitated toward it. And then the vendor came up, he's like, "Oh, you guys have good taste." I'm like, "How much is this?" It was going to be pricey, but it came as a full strand. So I was going to be able to make it as 2 bracelets, right? However, after inspecting it, you would have to put a wire because, again, they don't want to drill holes big enough for an elastic cord to go through, because if the opal breaks or shards out, it's going to be useless.
And both the meteorite and the so any tektite, meteorite, moldavite, Libyan desert glass, or Libyan tektite, those are very high vibrational type of crystals. So those are in what's called the Synergy 12 set. So a Synergy 12 set are 12 different crystals that are the highest vibrations basically on Earth. So meteorite's one of those, moldavite's one of those, and the next one I'm going to show you is one of those as well, which is my Libyan desert glass. So again, hell of a deal I found on these. But the Libyan desert glass here, high vibe. These are running, I gotta look, $59.99. So we got a heck of a deal. Normally the rings will start at about $100. So we were able to negotiate a deal, and we got a few. So this one is a size 7.5 right here. 7.5, but look how clear that is. Is that not beautiful? This is high vibe. This is a very high vibrational crystal. I don't like touching Libyan tektite or moldavite. So Libyan tektite and moldavite are cousins, if you want to think about it that way. Okay. So this one is a size 7, the oval one, size 7. Again, $59.99. This one is a size 8, triangle, trilliant. Size 8, $59. And then this one is a size, this is a bigger one, size 8. And this is the rectangle shape, Libyan tektite or Libyan desert glass. It's a very, very high vibrational stone, very, very high. So again, those are the only ones I have. When they're going to be gone, they're going to be gone. And then I was able to find some faceted pendants for cheap. Okay, normally this size of Libyan is going to run you about $150. Okay, I'm able to get them for $59. So this one, and I have 2 sizes. So check this out. I got one of each shape, 2 sizes. So I have I got the emerald cut. So I've got this one, and they're faceted. They're beautiful. So, and then I've got a smaller one. So you can see the big one, $59, small one, $49. So absolutely love these. So very, very high vibrational. So I got the emerald cut. I have the oval. Oval. Okay, I got the ovals. I got round. Sticking on this cotton crap. So I got the round cotton. So I got the 2 little round ones, or one big, one small. And then I have this rectangle cushion cut one here. Big one and small one. A little bit harder to see. There, that rectangle cushion cut. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And then the last one I have is more of that teardrop or pear-shaped. And this is the large one. Again, $59. These are normally going to start at about 100 to 150. So again, I got some beautiful Libyan tektite, but it's a high vibrate. It's already making my ears itch and ring, and I don't like touching it. Oh, I'll do this one, and then I'm done with the high vibers. So I'm already getting sweaty. Whew. So I only have 2 of these, and I've got one for $33.33 and one for $39.99. So alrighty, wow, this one is meteorites. So I got little meteorites. These are $33.33. I only have one. So when they're gone, they're gone. I got little meteorites. I will tell you, I accidentally slept with these one time. You want to know some batshit crazy dreams. Holy moly. So same with the Moldavite earrings. I accidentally slept with one of those. I haven't worn them since. So $39.99 for these. These got a little bit more sterling silver to them. That's why. But $39.99, again, these are meteorites as well. So, but I got 2 of them. When they're gone, they're gone. That's all I have. They're just the 2 little meteorite earrings. Again, if you're interested in purchasing, just head to awakeningstore.com underneath that desert deals. Let's do these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a new find. Oh, new find. New find. This one right here. Check these out. You're looking at these going, what are these lime green looking crystals here? So this is pre-night. Saying that right?
Yep.
I said it right.
From Australia.
So, from Australia. So I don't know if it's a new mine or they just now discovered these, but do you see the white inside there? That's what makes them really unique. It's natural light. So it's pre-night with natural light inclusions. So you get basically 2 crystals in one. So not only will it open up your heart chakra so you're not a crabby bee, but it will also open and stabilize your crown chakra to be able to receive information through and use your heart as well to be able to relate to people. So it really helps to control your empathy, especially if you're overly empathic. So it helps to control that empathy a little bit. But these are so different and so unique. I know we literally handpick these suckers too. These are only $19.99. So everybody else was selling them for an ungodly amount. So we finally found somebody that was a little bit more reasonable. So again, this is pre-night with natural light inclusions. So totally different. Normally pre-night has epidote inclusions. This is natural light inclusions. Way, way different. So again, these are mined out of Australia. That's why they're so, so different. So again, that's what they kind of look like. They're this beautiful, like limey green yellow. But that's why I really like this, because boy, my heart just kind of opened up and my crown opened up and it just kind of went, whoa, whoa. And everything was kind of flowing. I'm like, I like these. So, and I usually don't feel crystals like quick like that, but I looked at Eric, I'm like, we're getting these. But the vendor that we first looked at was outrageously overpriced. I'm like, forget it. So when we found these, I'm like, okay, now we'll get these.
I want to do these guys.
Oh yeah, that's all you.
Since you're done with the high vibe ones.
I'm sweaty.
All right, so these guys are a new find as well. However, they are so freaking ancient and old, right? These guys are actually older than planet Earth. These guys are estimated to be 4.6 billion years old. They're now concluding that this might actually be the oldest meteorite that ever fell into Earth. Okay, so these are actually from the Sahara Desert. And if you pick up one of these guys are only $19.99. Okay, this is actually one of the cheapest meteorites that we've ever been able to find because the landmass of the size of the impact was so huge.
But here's what's weird is that when not to interrupt you, but when I lifted those up, I'm like, those aren't meteorites. Meteorites are heavy.
Yeah.
Meteorites always have iron in it.
Right. And that's the crazy part. So these guys do not contain the iron, so they don't actually have the weight. There's a different mineral. I'm still doing a lot of research on these guys because we just picked them up just yesterday.
Where are they mined from? Do you remember?
Algeria.
That's
so
right.
these guys crashed in the Sahara Desert in Algeria. Okay. But they are concluding that another planet, while it was being formed, blew up or something, and then this was the remaining effects when it actually crashed into Earth. So there was a baby planet that was forming, and this is what it came from. So I've been reading. I was staying up last night reading articles about this stuff. And I'm like, just how unique are these guys? So again, they don't carry the weight because they don't have the iron inside of it. But
they do vibe.
Yeah.
They do. Like I said, I'm done touching them.
But only less than just $20 for a big chunk of meteorite. And if you see these guys are actually decent size. And when we were picking them out, he had a small tray of them. He had some larger ones, and then he had some like pebble-sized pieces. But we wanted to get them all roughly around the same size.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was from Algeria, like legit. So. But yeah, he was barely setting up, and we both walked by. We're like, I lifted it up. I'm like, oh, and he goes, meteorite. I'm like, no, it's not. And then that's when he checked it out, and he was like, what? So then we started talking, and
So one of the big stones that I was showing you is pretty much the weight of just one of these beads, and the reason why this bead weighs so much is because of the iron inside of it.
It's got iron inside, so that's why, like I said, that it was just totally different.
Those should be up on the site, Allie. Let me check.
Yeah, they should.
Sure.
Oh no, that's an old question.
Oh, gotcha.
She got it.
Gotcha.
What else do you want to show?
I'm gonna show these little pillar things.
Oh yeah, let's do that. So I think I only have 5, 6 of these. So I know you're like looking at this going, it's fool's gold. It's pyrite. Yeah, it is. And the reason why I love pyrite is the #1 crystal to manifest money. So these are only $19.99. I think I have 5 or 6. That's it. So they look like little fingers, but they're free forms. They actually sit really, really nice and upright. I hand picked all these. But yeah, I think I have maybe 6 of these. I don't know if I can find these again, but the price point, I'm like done. Like I can, $19.99 for these. But that's #1 crystal to manifest your money with. And then I got the azurites. Oh my gosh, the quantums.
24.44.
So these are $24.44. Now I could tell you right now, normally these are going to go for closer to $40 to $50 because this is Quantum Quattro. Now, why do they call it Quantum Quattro? There are 4 different crystals in one. So these, look how blue these are. So this is a beautiful blue-green color. You kind of see them there. Beautiful blue-green color. These are 24, babe.
24.44.
Yeah, 24.44. These are normally going to run you $50. So there are 4 different crystals in this. So Quantum Quattro, it has malachite. You're going to help me on this, babe. Malachite, chrysocolla, azurite, and copper. I did it. Okay, so that's the 4. So that's why it's called Quantum Quattro. So, and these are heavy. They got some weight to them. I think I only found 5, 6. No, I got 8 or 9.
Yeah, something like that.
So the rest of them were crap. So I got 8 or 9 of these, $24.44. Like I said, you get 4 crystals basically in one. So very, very calming, soothing crystal, helps especially with communication and really when you're emotional and you want to communicate. Also, if you're like a public speaker or anything like that, it's all about speaking or speaking truth, talking, but it's also very calming crystal as well. Good for anxiety.
Yes.
We saw these and I was like, I don't know. And then he goes, no, they're real. And I'm like, no, they're not. And but they are. So let me get my flashlight because you're going to want to see these. I got to get my glasses on because, these are cool. These are cool. So how do you claim Diana? You just go to awakeningstore.com and go underneath the tab that says Desert Deals. All right. Okay. So here's the fun one. Ready for these? I gave my flashlight because you gotta have a flashlight. Okay. So you're going to look at these and go, okay, what these are, that's dumb. Right? Guess what these are? These are pieces of amber. So amber, again, is sap, right? That's been kind of weirdly fossilized, but each one of these has a bug. It has a bug inside of them. They're $49.99. They come just like this. It will tell you what bug is in there. Beetle. So I'll see if I can do this. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, maybe. You see the little beetle in there? See how tiny he is? But there's a beetle. So there's your little beetle, $49.99. And then I have, I got a termite. There's your little termite inside amber, $49.99. I got a termite. They're all $49. So I got a termite. So like I said, it even says termite. So this one is a mosquito. Where's that mosquito? There he is. You see that little black dot? I can't get you any close. Maybe. Oh, mosquito. So, and then what else I got? 2 mosquitoes. I got 2 mosquitoes. Oh, there's 2 mosquitoes. See them? In amber. This is real amber, real bugs. right? So there's that one, $49.99. There is this one, which is, it just says bug, but he's a big bug. You can really see the big bug in there. Here he is up to the side. There's a bug. And then this one is 2 beetles. So let's see. It's hard to get close. You got to be able to like get the right angle. There's your 2 bugs right there, 2 beetles. So like I said, it's really kind of cool to actually see these bugs in there, and they were a decent price point. Usually if you got bugs in amber, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg, or it's fake. It's fake. So you've got to really know your vendors when it comes to moldavite and when it comes to amber, because if they're easily faked, very, very easily faked. But these are $49.99. Like I said, I thought these were great. They come just like this. We'll just ship them to you like this. They're great. So, but yeah, they have bugs in them in amber. It's so fun. Kids love that. So, all right, there's those.
Got 2 of these.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have 2 shungite spheres that we found that were pretty decent price, $49.99 for shungite. This is the #1 crystal to be able to protect you from 5G energy, microwaves, Wi-Fi stuff. So putting this in between you and your cell phone protects you from your cell phone. Like, you don't want those vibes in your head, right? So putting one of these in front of your Wi-Fi connection will not diminish your Wi-Fi connection, but it'll protect you from the wavelength coming off of that, which is probably not healthy. Okay, so I got $49.99. I only have 2 shungite spheres available. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. Let's do those bracelets, the green ones.
These ones?
Yeah. Is that
Okay.
the green? Is that the?
Green opal, I think.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the green opal. I think
Yeah.
we only got two or three.
I think just 2.
Two or three. Oh no, I think we got 3.
Yeah, there's a third one back
Okay,
there. Yeah.
so this is green opal bracelet, 10 millimeter. We got them for a hell of a deal, $29.99. $29.99 green opal bracelets. These are like an apple, a bright sea apple green. And the color just is not doing this. This camera ain't doing it justice when it comes to colors. There, that's a little bit better. So, but yeah, these are green opal bracelets, $29.99. I only have 3 available, and when they're gone, they're gone. So, what are the other ones? I got the green angelite too.
These guys?
Yeah. Normally, angelite comes like a
Blue.
really powder blue color. You don't find green angelite very often. I found them in spheres before, but that was like 3 years ago. I found some bracelets. I only could get 3 of these, $29.99 for the green angelite bracelets. The green angelite bracelets, so angelite, think angels talking to angels, communicating. Having one of these on your wrist going to bed at night really opens up the subconscious, so that way you can talk to your spirit guides or your guardian angels. But I only have 3 of these available. They also help protect the empath from not being overly empathic to other people. So that's the other reason why I like the green angelite for that too. It's great for my empaths.
Try to show the flash.
Yeah, I'll try to show the flash the best that I can. I found purple labradorite bracelets. I've never seen purple labradorite bracelets. I always see the regular lab, even the fire labradorite, like the red. I can't find those either, but I found some purple labs. So I only have 4, maybe 5. No, 4.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I only have 4 available. This is purple flash labradorite. I don't know if I can get them to flash here because it's hard to get the flash on labradorite in bracelets sometimes. But that is purple flash labradorite. You can kind of see it just a little bit. $29.99. I got a hell of a deal on them. So I only have 4 of the purple labradorite bracelets, 8 millimeter, $29.99. And when they're gone, they're gone. The other ones were crap. They were crap. So I picked out the best 4 I could. So fabulous. My aquamarine. This was the miner had, I don't know if he wanted to sell out. I'm not sure, but we got a hell of a deal on this one, the specimen piece. This is aquamarine. So it's $199.99. Normally this piece starts at about $300 for the carat weight on this one and the quality. This is very see-through. It's not clouded. So it's a very, very good grade. But this is aquamarine. There's the back side. And let me get the front side here for you. The other reason I like this one in particular is you'll see that little piece coming out of it. That is it's supposed to help you with childhood trauma. So that's considered a bridge. And whenever you have a bridge in a crystal, that is meant for you to really untangle and really figure out and forgive your past life childhood trauma. So, but aquamarine, the crystal alone helps you out with that too. It's known to help you with your heart chakra and to help you speak your truth. But any thyroid issues too, it's actually really good for the body. There's a beautiful piece of aquamarine specimen here. I only have this one. It's $199.99. And again, normally this is going to run you a lot more money, probably closer to 300. It doesn't, I thought maybe there might be some rainbow inclusions in there. I didn't see one, but I didn't take it outside to look either. But it's a beautiful piece. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece of aquamarine. It's one hell of its chunk. So if you want to find it on the website, it's underneath specimen. So it's aquamarine specimen. I don't think that's going to stick around too much.
Yeah.
Nope. What? Oh, you get to discuss those.
Oh, cool.
Not it.
All right.
Yeah, that's all you.
You buddy.
I'll scoot over so you can.
All right. I'm going to show each one of these individually. So if you guys have been following us on our little trip and excursion out here, these were the blueberries that people thought that we were hand selecting out of the bunch. These came from the Wessel's mine out in South Africa. I'm absolutely appalled that they have since shut down the mine because there's nothing left inside of it. Okay. It shut down, I think, back in the late 90s. So there's nothing new coming out of it. And the guy actually recognized, because I asked him if he had any Boostamite bracelets, and he didn't have any of those, but he was selling them as strands, right? And I even shared with Kelly, I'm like, that's wholesale. This guy wanted $1,600 for one single strand that can make 2 bracelets. So I showed him one of our 14 millimeter Boostamite bracelets that are currently sitting in our store. So it's a larger bracelet, so a larger bead size. So if you guys wanted to get the comparison, I have it on my as my guru bead.
It's big bead.
This is the size, and so that's Boostamite. And he says, "No, Eric, you're selling it for way cheap. You're selling it for $299, so $300."
And we're like, that's a lot of money.
He
$300.
said, he's like, no, get it up to $300 because what I have is investment grade material. Since the mine has since shut down and there's no new material, nothing looks like this, right?
And he's right.
So he said, he's like, so it's investment grade. So you hold on to it.
Right.
It's going to go up in price. It will never go down. Similar to Moldavite, right? So while we were searching through the spears, we've had some Boostamite spears before that we've been since sold out on. They have gone up in price. But what I was really looking for though, so in the Wessel's mine, there's 3 different mineral compositions. So you can get sugilite out of it, you can get Boostamite out of it, or Bustamite, there's different pronunciations. But there's also a 3rd mineral in there that is even much rarer than the previous 2, and that is called Richterite. Richterite is a very vivid blue. The healing properties of that is when you're sitting in your meditative state, it's supposed to enhance your journey. It's supposed to enhance on what you're trying to actually seek out, right? So I like to show you what these in fact look like. So again, this one has a lot of Richterite inside of it. And the Richterite is the most expensive. So if you see that blue quality right there, this was the gemmiest blue out of that entire batch.
We both went boom. We grabbed it right away.
So the purple that you see is going to be the Suge, and then you see that pink right there. That's the Boostamite right there. So this one is the
3 minerals:
Sugilite, Richterite, and Boostamite all into one, and they almost look like little planets.
They do. They're really unique.
I'll show you this other one too. So again, we try to get the most blue. That's the Richterite. That's what actually carries most of the value out of these, right? Boostamite's a very expensive stone as well too, but not like Richterite. He had Richterite in rough form, right? And he had some big chunks. I asked him how much a kilo would be.
When we say big chunks, we mean like chunks, like chunks. Yeah.
So I asked him how much a kilo would be. $2,500 our cost. So a kilo is 2.2 pounds. So one of these boulders that he had would have been $6,000-$7,000. That is just to show you guys. And if anybody is actually out here in Denver and you see where we were actually getting these from, and you talk to that vendor, I am not lying to you guys,
No.
right? Because Richterite is
No.
so impossible to find because it was only found
Right.
in the South Cape region in South America in the Wessel's mine.
And he was telling us, he was just like, no, you don't understand. And I'm like, I told Eric, I'm like, he has been sitting on this shit for probably 10 years. And he probably brought it out this year or last year.
Probably quadrupled in price.
Absolutely. So he would have sold him 10 years ago for, you know, probably for a kilo, I'd say about $500 a kilo. He's damn near it, like tripled it because he can.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting on what's left of that mine that's been closed. So right now it's getting really hard to find because the miners are hoarding it. They know if they hold it and they present it 10, 20 years later, it's worth a tremendous amount more. So that's why when we saw it, we were like, okay, how good of negotiating skills we got? But
not with him.
We showed him what we had. He goes, that's ridiculous. You need to increase the price on that. And we're all like, huh?
So to be honest with you guys, that Boostomite bracelet, that 14 millimeter, if you want to grab it now.
Yeah.
Because when I go back home, we've been sitting on it for a while, and I just don't think people know the true value of Boostomite.
Right.
So, and again, it has a lot of Richterite inside of it as well too. So when I go home, we're actually on other online platforms as well. So if a very expensive bracelet doesn't sell with our clientele, we end up breaking up the bracelet because even the beads are worth a lot of money. So when people just want to have one bead, it's more affordable, and then they can string it on their own bracelet and then be fine with that.
And a lot of times what we'll tell them is that have that Richterite bead and then put clear quartz around it because clear quartz amplifies all the other crystals it's next to.
Yeah, so these guys are expensive. $149.99 for these marbles, but again, they go up in price. They will not go down because they are not being found anymore.
Right.
So this is the last piece that I'll show you.
In a weird way, you can think about it as an investment of money in a weird, different way. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
I know it's hard.
Very difficult. But these were the three best pieces out of that entire video that you saw us just digging our hands through. So
it was there was 3 buckets that we went through, and I'm there with a light. It's kind of funny because when 2 people are looking at a bin with a light, it attracts people's attention. They're like, what is this? And we're like, get lost. Like, we don't want to tell you what the hell it is. We want to buy it. So we don't want you in on our shit. Get out.
Let's do these guys.
Oh yeah. I'll let you talk about those too, because you were talking to her about that, and I was looking at crystals.
Yeah, so I've already noticed on the report, haven't even talked about these guys, and we're half sold out of these. So we got them yesterday. Yeah. This is a new find from Indonesia, and this is called Magma Chalcedony or Chalcedony. Some people pronounce it either way. So the interesting thing, these are kind of palm stones. They have a very veiny composition. So if you look inside of it, so it comes from Indonesia, probably on the base of a volcano. So that's how it actually gets its unique formation and different colors. So these guys are going for $19.99. And so those are $19.99 for the stones. We did have one bracelet from the vendor that we picked out. This was it. So they said this is a new find, so they've been flying off the shelves. If you have a larger wrist, do not buy this. We cannot increase the size of it. If you have a wrist like my size.
If you have a smaller wrist, this is for you. If you have a bigger wrist, don't buy this because it's going to be tight on you. So that's just being real. But this was the only one they had, and so we're going to get it.
And they're rare.
Very rare. It's $179 or $179.99. This is a 10 millimeter bead.
Wait. 179? No, $99.99.
I'm sorry, I was looking at that. I'm sorry.
I was like, no way.
$99. Let me get this here so you can see the colors. It's kind of hard to see, but very, very similar to what I was showing.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, there you go. So there's the front side. There's kind of, like I said, it's got some beautiful colors to it. It really does, but it's made for a smaller wrist. So we got a fair warning. If you got the big wrist, this isn't for you, but this is $99. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So what else you got there, sir? What else you got?
Well, you wanted me to talk about this. So
not it.
Yeah. So we found these from the first miner that we came to yesterday when the show opened up exactly at 10 a.m. We were standing in line, and this was the first miner, right? Yeah. And so we got first dibs. We were the very first customer that ever approached him. So when we were searching and filtering through some of the stuff, and I'll show you a different crystal right after this, that I'm like, oh my God, does he not know exactly what he has?
No.
Sometimes I think, they travel in their RVs and campers. And
they do.
I think sometimes when they are catering toward clientele that really don't know their stuff, then they don't sell it. And then the miners decide, the heck with it. I'm just going to sell it outright for pennies on the dollar anyway. I might know what it's worth, but I need to eat. So, so this is called cassiterite. We will be getting tumbles of this because the vendor that we saw that we typically get a lot of our tumble stones from, we saw that they have in fact tumbles of cassiterite. I'll show you. It's a very heavy stone as well.
And I will tell you, when I touched it just recently to move it from the table to over here, my feet were tingling, which means to tell me it's very grounding. So if it tingles my feet or my tailbone, I know it's grounding, and it's grounding me quickly. And it's kind of funny because we're on the 4th floor, a little hard to ground up here when we're airy-fairy, but that thing grounded me very, very quickly. So I could tell you it's a very grounding type of crystal. Because
this stone, from what I've read, it's all about personal empowerment. So we have 2 different specimen pieces that are the rough formation. So this is exactly how they're unearthed, but it's all about personal empowerment. So if you were somebody who gets bullied, or somebody who gets put down, or somebody that is used as the scapegoat,
criticism.
So this is a stone that actually helps reverse that.
Yeah.
So again, we will be getting in the tumbles. When we went to this vendor, like we were mentioning at the very beginning, we got kicked out because they weren't yet open, quote unquote. So the fire marshal literally came to the booth and we got booted out. And I literally had the bag of tumbles in my hand. I'm like, all right, well, we'll come back and hopefully they're still there, but we know now where to go.
Yeah.
So that guy's going for $49.99. It's more of a brownish color.
It's a brown. It looks a lot. It's kind of it's a dark. It's like a dark smoky. It's like a dark smoky color. Yeah, kind of a dark smoky color. And it reminds you a lot of hematite because it's heavy. Very, very grounding. That one's 49, and this one is
88.
And what's it called again?
Cassiterite.
It starts with a C. Starts with a C. I'm not good at spelling. Look at that. That's the bigger piece for 88. But yeah, it's grounding.
But again, extremely heavy.
But yeah, it hits the solar plexus too a little bit. So yeah, that would help with empowerment, especially if you've been criticized, or or you're dealing with PTSD from a narcissist. Yeah.
And Brother Fuller's asking what the necklace that I'm wearing. So I typically I don't wear a lot of necklaces or a lot of jewelry besides my mala. This is called the Camuso necklace. So this was actually developed and refined by the 16th century Camuso monks. And it's a breathing tool necklace. We sell them in the store. They're not, in fact, the Camuso brand anymore. They're not called that. We actually get these overseas. Guys, it's the exact same thing. These guys were selling for $114.44 when we initially had them. I think we were open for about a year or so. And I knew that they were really expensive. They're not necessarily knockoffs. I wanted to try a few. So we have them in stainless steel, gold color. They're not gold. But then also a black titanium finish. And that's the one that I wear. So it's a breathing tool necklace. So it's been scientifically proven. So the Camuso monks back in the 16th century, they actually used larger tools like this to help deepen their meditative state. But also, it's been scientifically proven when you use this effectively, it slows down your heart rate, it slows down your brain waves. So it actually helps calm your anxiety. Sometimes when I'm in traffic, I will literally blow into this thing.
That's how I can use. There's 2 things he will do. He does this little thing in his closet where he starts to organize his closet, and he'll be doing that. So I know if he's anxiety ridden, if he's doing that. That's my indicator of leave him the hell alone. That's what that means. Yeah. So, but it really helps to control your breathing. If you're having not necessarily a panic attack, just your mind is spinning. So it helps to slow the mind down a little bit.
Yeah. So when I was teaching yoga up in the studio upstairs, we would use this during class. And what you're supposed to do is take a big, deep breath in, fill up your belly. And then when you exhale, you're supposed to exhale through this opening right here. So it almost looks like a whistle. But it really doesn't make a sound. But it's one of those type of tools that you can't just keep huffing and puffing. So again, it slows down your breathing. We have those in store and online. They go for $39.99. So the only difference that I saw between these and the original Camuso necklaces that we were selling for $114.44, they don't have the Camuso engraving on them. That's the only difference.
In other words, we found a knockoff version, a hell of a lot cheaper that we're willing to sell.
Or we found the vendor that they use, the primary company uses, and then they just mark them up because it's their brand. So.
Oh my gosh, this is a gemmy. So here's this one. I love this one. Okay, this is Creedite. Okay, I only have one piece. It is $149.99. Look at how this thing sparkles. Look at this. So it helps with the sacral. Also helps to increase your intuition just a little bit, but really helps the sacral to balance you out. Look at that beautiful piece. It is just, it all the way around. It sparkles all the way around. That is a beautiful piece of Creedite. So, like I said, helps the solar plexus, help with girls' issues. But it really helps you within relationships. So this is a good one to put in the bedroom. Not a bad one to put out in the living room. But beautiful specimen piece. Look at that Creedite. I mean, it goes all the way around. Look at that. Ooh, is that not gorgeous? But it sparkles. So $149.99. That is a Creedite specimen piece.
I'll do these guys.
What are them? Oh, those are your little weird.
They're none yet.
They're
That's
little
what
weird.
these are.
His little weird. Yeah, he's got some little.
I like the rare stuff.
It's called.
Okay.
It reminds me of paparazzi. I don't know. I'm like, get your paparazzi crystals. I don't know
All
what they're
right.
called.
So I think we are done with the finishing off the top 12 rarest gemstones on the planet that Awakenings now has in stock. It doesn't necessarily tick me off, but when somebody purchases one and we only had one left and they're so hard to find, I'm like, darn it, we don't have the full set yet. So this is, I think, the number 11 rarest gemstone on the planet. These guys are only found in Madagascar. They look just like red beryl, which is also known as bixbite, if you want to show them. So again, only found in one region in the world. Bixbite, which is also known as red beryl, is only found in one place in the world, and that's in the Wawa Mountains up in Utah. So again, these guys are bite-sized pieces, but they do not come bigger than this. This is called pezzotoite. Okay, so who comes up with these names? Obviously, it's probably
Pezzo.
Yeah,
paparazzi.
Pezzotoite. Yeah.
Like, oh, your paparazzi crystals. That's
so this is actually a type of beryl. So there are 5 different beryls. White beryl is called goshenite. Blue beryl is called aquamarine. Yellow beryl is heliodor. Red beryl is bixbite, and pezzotoite is pink beryl. This is not rare. This is not to be confused with red beryl, which is only found in Utah. Here in the U.S., this is only found in Madagascar. There are only 2 differences as a gemologist of why this is different than how it's naturally grown in the Wawa Mountains up in Utah. It is the shape, so it's the chemical structure shape, which most people don't care about, but it contains lithium inside of it. So therefore, it's more of a happier crystal.
It's a happy crystal.
Yep. So these guys are going for $29.99, and again, it's because of the rarity. Forget diamonds, everybody.
29. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. And again, we got these from miners as well too. So I really don't think that they really know the value on these things, because when we do our research to find a great price point, we'll do our research and look out there in the open market. Hands down, we're one of the cheapest out there, and you know that these come certified, because again, when we come out to these gem shows, people, especially the miners, they know what they're doing, because they've been invited back year after year. Right. If they get caught just once, they'll be blacklisted. And this is the only way that they actually make money for their families. So, but that is called pezzotoite. So we probably have about 8 or so. Yeah, love it.
Paparazzi. Okay, I have 2 of these. I'm so excited because I found them cheap. So otherwise, the rest of these are usually running you about $100 a piece. I found these for $50. So I get to sell these for $50. This is white buffalo. So
They might already be gone.
No.
Both of them might even be gone.
No.
Yeah, hang on a
Okay, I'm going to
second.
show these to you quick because they're probably already gone. These are the white buffalo rings. I don't find white buffalo very often. And if I do, I refuse to have you people pay $150 for
But
white buffalo.
7.5 is still available. That's
Okay,
it.
so, crap, I can't. Hang on.
The
It ain't that
8.5's
one.
gone.
Okay, it's this one. So I have this one left available. It's $49.99. So it is a size, tell me again. 7.5. So this is the size 7.5 white buffalo. White buffalo. First of all, Native Americans cherish this, but it's from the turquoise mines. So usually it's like turquoise's sister, if you want to think about it that way. So you can't find it very often. I know one year I was able to find it rough. In smaller chunks, and I sold out so quick, and I have yet to find them. I'm always on a mission to find white buffalo because it's one of my favorites too. But I found those huge pieces for cheap, and I thought, well, and then once we got to looking and talking, I'm like, okay, they're real, they're genuine, and yeah, the guy got them from Arizona. So he got them in a couple places in Arizona. I don't know if it's Kingsman mine or not, but do you want to do the bog?
Sure.
Let's do the bogs. I saw these; they're too cool. Now I gotta tell you about them because I gotta tell you a story because there is a story with these, and I have to look at the story. Okay, so this is called swamp bogwood. Swamp bogwood right here. So it is a bluish greenish color. The rest of them are crap. I only have 2 small sizes for $39.99, and I have 3 bigger sizes for $49.99. So basically, this is like petrified bogwood or swamp bogwood. It's also known as Gary green jasper, larsenonite, or McDermott green jasper. So basically, it's a bunch of algae that's been fossilized, if you want to think about it that way, in a bog or a swamp. These are $39.99. I only have these 2 pieces available right here. These are out of Utah. So Utah, is that right?
I don't know.
I got look. Yes, Utah, Oregon area. So swamp bogwood. I got 2 pieces, $39.99, and my bigger pieces here, $49.99. So bigger chunks. So chunks. It does say on the back right there where it's mined from, Oregon, McDermott, Oregon. So there's that. And then this one. So I got 3 pieces for the $49 and then 2 pieces for the $39. So swamp bogwood. Swamp. Oh, you could do your.
Oh no, you could do these.
Oh yeah. Then you can do your.
Yeah.
Your-
Don't say it.
your-
Don't say it.
your-
Don't
your-
say it.
your-
Don't say it.
Your weird.
It's not weird.
They're weird.
You're weird.
You're weird. Okay, so I have 3 sizes of these. This is my small, and you're gonna look at these and go, okay, what's the big deal about them? Oh, I will tell you. Right here. So it's yellow. See the beautiful little chunks coming out of there? That would be golden selenite. Yeah, selenite. So this is selenite, the golden selenite. So not only will this one help with the people that may have depression, but it is selenite, meaning that it will charge your other crystals that you put next to it. It doesn't matter what kind of selenite it is. So selenite will charge all other crystals. So if you forget to put them out in the moon, put this next to it. So this is my small piece for $49.99. I will tell you, after we did our research and we found 2 other people that were selling golden selenite, it was freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted a chunk like for this big. He wanted, how much was it, like $300?
Yeah.
That was our cost. We would have paid $300. I'm like, forget it. So, but like I said, here's a small one, $49. Here is the medium-sized one for $79. Again, this is golden selenite. So this is specimen piece. Kind of see that nice, pretty piece there. Come on, focus. So there's your golden selenite. And then I have a large piece right here for $99. These are from Peru. So there's look at them clusters. The rest of them were kind of crap. So that's why I only got these 3. So, but you usually don't find them in clusters. They're usually a little bit more flat. So that's why I love these specimen pieces, because of the clusters. Excellent for those that have depression, helps to boost your self-confidence, helps to boost your self-worth, helps with digestion, really helps anything really in that solar plexus area that you might be struggling with. But again, this will charge all other crystals because it's selenite. So kind of cool. We got 3 sizes and three only.
All right, we found these guys yesterday, and I'm like, what the heck are those? And
those are the ones I'm thinking.
so we've already sold quite a few of these before, right when we started the show, when I was taking a look at the reports. So right before this, like 15 minutes before we began, I actually took these into our bathroom, into our hotel bathroom, and shut off all the lights. So this is what the stone looks like. It's called the meteorite luminous stone, right?
Yeah, when they told us that, we're like, is that really what it's called? I mean, different countries call things different things.
These are not meteorite.
They're
Absolutely not.
They're not.
They're natural stones, but they're luminous, means that they glow in
the dark. And they're natural.
Natural glow in the dark rocks.
Not man-made.
Right? And so you look at euprolite, which is one of Kel's favorite stones. Well, that has to have a UV light to make it glow.
Right.
Check this out. I don't know if you guys have actually seen the picture.
Oh, they're cool.
So this is the picture that I took outside. Okay. And then we'll swipe to the other one. That's what I took about 15 minutes just in the bathroom. Just shut the doors and close and turn off the lights. They illuminate real bright.
They're so cool. I said,
these guys come from China, right?
Yeah.
So they are so old that the emperors used to actually carry these stones around as an amulet for good luck and fortune.
Yeah.
But they also state, though, that if you are having like a Debbie Downer day, this will help brighten up your day. So you can actually get a handful of these or even keep one by your nightstand.
Yeah.
I mean, just think how cool it'd be to have like a walkway, because the natural light, it doesn't even have to be sunlight.
Yeah.
Will actually help illuminate these guys during the dark. So
yeah, we like I said,
they're just so cool.
They really are, and I was like, nah, and they're like, no, they're real. And
we have never seen these before.
No, never.
So these guys are going for $29.99, and they're called the meteorite. That's just what they're called.
They're not
the meteorite luminous stone.
Right.
So.
Right. So, but like I said, those are really, really cool when we saw them. I'm like, nah. So, and then we're such nerds. We're like, we got to test them out. Like, let's see. And so we're like testing them out underneath the table, because I'm like, well, I want to see if they glow. Like, I'm not going to buy all these if they don't glow, but we bought every one that they had. So we bought them out. So I think we only got maybe 15, like, I don't know, not very many.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So also from the miner yesterday, because again, we were his first customer. If you guys have ever attended any of my exotic crystal live sales before in the past, this is a phenomenal deal. Okay, we have 2 different sizes. The first one is $49.99. Can I sit here?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Go ahead.
So the first one is $49.99. These guys are extremely heavy, only found in one place in the world. And these are not lab made, and they are not made by the earth. They are made by man, so to speak. The story behind these, it's called zincite. So this guy is $49.99, and they are super heavy. They only come from Poland, okay? And I'm going to show you the big kahuna piece that we have. This guy goes for $222.22. If you guys do your research on Poland zincite, it is not only heavy, it is pricey, because this has not ever been produced until the early 1800s. It comes from Poland, from smelting factories, okay? So back in the 1800s, it's just such a crazy story. They were smelting and then using these chimney stacks, but the emissions and the gases that were produced in that town started killing off everybody. Everybody started to develop cancer, right? And so they ended up shutting all the factories down, and then probably about 20 or so years ago, they started, since the factories have been abandoned and closed down, they started tearing them down. But they started seeing this new mineral that they began scraping off the inside of the chimneys, okay? Zincite in its natural form is completely clear. So you can't even really see it, it's completely transparent. But it's because of the gases and the chemicals that they were actually using in the plants. That's why that zincite can actually produce, there's fire red zincite, there's orange zincite, there's gray. It comes in a wide variety of different colors, right? And so this is the aftermath, right? So this was actually scraped from one of those industrial chimneys. If anybody out there is selling zincite and you're interested in it, and you ask them where it comes from, if they tell you any other place in the world other than Poland, it's fake. This stuff only is found in Poland. Okay, so it's just neat stuff, and so super heavy and so super dense. So again, the biggest kahuna piece that we have right here is going for $222.22. So
why don't you talk about
I know that's what I was going after. Okay.
Do you want to do these, or do you want
what?
Or do you want to do your wave light?
Nah, you can do the wave light. I want to do those guys.
Okay, you do these.
Okay.
Your
Yeah,
marbles. Since you're losing your marbles, let
Yeah.
me give you your marbles back there, sir.
Stop. Okay.
See, look, marbles.
Fun fact trivia, guys.
Marbles.
Who can tell me what is the hardest mineral on the planet when it comes to a Mohs hardness scale? Something that cannot be scratched. Does anybody have any guesses?
Ooh, I know, but I can't say.
Yeah. And then Dan, can we use points tonight? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Your loyalty account. I mean, people accumulate points, or you can use points during tonight's sale as well. So Melissa says diamond. Lindsay says diamond.
Ooh, good job, girls.
Copper? No, not copper. Copper you can even bend, and copper can definitely be scratched. Okay, so even when I was in my gemology training, yes, the diamond is what they said. However, up until recently, something actually surpassed the diamond. So a diamond on the Mohs hardness scale is a 10. Nothing can scratch a diamond. However, there is something that can scratch a diamond they just found. And this is called the Lonsdaleite hexagonal diamond. And this is exactly what they look like. There's really no color to them, but you can definitely feel them though.
Oh, they're heavy.
So they are heavy.
They are
and
heavy.
They're almost in a perfect round sphere, but they have a flat bottom. These are not man-made, okay? How these guys are formed are from an impact from a meteor, okay? So when a meteor crashes into Earth, some of the substances, if enough can be collected, is this type of structure. And when scientists started digging through this, they found that it couldn't be cut very easily. So the way that you can actually tell whether or not that one of these is in fact real is using a diamond tester, okay? So on a Mohs hardness scale, so a diamond carries a 10 out of 10, okay? This has been scientifically shown that it actually produces 52 or 54% more than a diamond. Okay, so this can literally cut a diamond. A diamond will not be able to scratch this. So you can actually use the scratch test and test it out yourself. Okay. But what this, so reading up on the healing properties of this and then talking to the vendor and then doing my own research, especially before tonight's show, I've actually been wanting these guys. I've only been able to find them on some online sites, but again, when it comes to something this pricey, these guys are $100, okay? But this is called a hexagonal diamond, even though it looks nothing like a diamond, right? It doesn't have like hardly any carbon inside of it like a diamond does, but it's the hexagonal diamond structure inside of it that is. So somebody's asking, here's how you spell it. It's called Lonsdaleite. So Lonsdaleite. So kind of hold it up right there so you guys can see it.
It's heavy.
Say that 5 times fast.
Right?
No, Melissa, because I won't be able to. I'll sound like an idiot. So, but yeah, they're just amazing. And so the properties behind it, if you guys do your research or type that in onto like even a Google search, and when I was talking to the vendor, you can even feel it. So anything broken with your chi energy or within your auric field, this is supposed to help heal every single aspect of it. That's exactly how powerful these guys are. I've seen them online go for $400, $500, $600. There's even one person out there on like an Etsy shop selling this guy for $3,000. Yes, it is in fact, quote unquote, a diamond. And it's a lot less expensive when it comes to a carat size than a normal diamond. But these guys are 3 million times more rare because the Earth does not produce these naturally. These guys are formed because when a meteorite crashes into Earth at a specific velocity, this is actually some of the aftermath, but a lot of times they're in bite-sized pieces though. So I thought it was just so cool. When I found these, I knew exactly what they were.
And I had no clue.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, they have Lonsdaleite, however you pronounce them, diamonds. She's like, that's a diamond? I'm like, yeah, that's a diamond. It's even harder than a diamond.
Well,
so,
and you know how dumb we are? This is how we're learning how smart we are. So we both saw it, we're like, ooh. We're like, oh yeah. So we both went to it. And stupid us, because everybody else around us was like, what do you got? And so then everybody started like sneaking in on what we were looking at. So I'm like, grab it, just
Yeah.
grab it.
We got 4, so we only have 4 available. We've only found 1 vendor.
Yeah.
So we've been coming to these shows twice a year
Yeah.
for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Never have we
never.
ever come across these. And there was only 1 vendor yesterday that actually had these. That's why I wanted to snatch them up. So we snatched about half of his inventory. He only had a table of like 8 or 10.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying 4 of them to see how they go. But yeah, just
they're
so cool.
They're different, and they're, like I said, oddly heavy.
Yeah, and they're 45 millimeter if people want to know the exact size.
Like, oh,
but
you don't
but you don't even need a stand because they actually have a flat bottom, so they'll literally just stand on any flat surface. So yeah, so cool, so cool. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, grab them. And of course, these ladies around us are like, oh, what have you got? What have you got? And I'm like, damn it. So we're learning just about like, shh, grab it, go ahead. Okay, so then I only have a few more things to show you. The other one I want to show you is the green Wavelite. This is a specimen piece, green Wavelite, associated with the heart chakra, helps to open, stabilize. But the reason why I like Wavelite is for my empaths out there, especially my HSPs. My HSPs are highly sensitive people. So those are my ADD, ADHD, autistic. They kind of qualify for that. But this is Wavelite. And the reason why I specifically picked this one out is because it glitters. So usually Wavelite's really ugly and brown, and this is a nice green. You'll see the bubbles, boitroidal. Bubbles means boitroidal in crystal world. But that's Wavelite here, and that is $49.99. So that's a beautiful specimen piece of Wavelite, $49.99. Remember my poker face? That's just it. I don't have a good one, but I really don't. So actually, I'm good at poker. I know when people are lying, but I'm not good at. If I have 2 aces, everybody's going to see it. Let's just be real. So next one I want to show you is this the orange calcite, right?
Correct.
So I only got 3 of these, $29.99. This is orange calcite, great for the sacral chakra. Again, this is associated with water. So, but these were you usually don't see calcites in bracelets, but this was a beautiful color. Like I said, I just love the gemminess of these. So again, $29.99, excellent for the sacral chakra and also the solar plexus. It kind of ties them together, so it gives you a little bit more self-confidence, especially with that feminine energy. So the other one I saw that, well, I made my husband string up because I couldn't put them down, was green moonstone, also known as garnerite. Now, this is why I like these green moonstones. So they are flashy as shit. So I made him string these up last night. So these are 29 as well, right? The green moonstone, I don't remember.
Let me take a look.
So, but I'm going to show you what I mean. So this is the green moonstone. You can see, do you see how I can't get the flash to go. Hang on. Maybe we can get, oh.
Hey, why don't you stop showing those? We're out.
You're kidding.
We're sold out of them.
Never mind. I saw that strand. I'm like, you're making me some bracelets.
Yeah, we're all sold out.
Never mind. So I do have these. So I did show you these bracelets earlier, the glacierite bracelets. I do have spears. So I forgot to show the spears here. These are the glacierite or blue ice spears, look like eyeballs. I have 3 of them available, $99.99. They'll come with a spear stand too, because we did bring those. But like I said, they all have like eyeballs. So I've got those. And then those are the ones I wanted to show. That's it, right? Are we done? Did we show everything?
Let me take a look.
And then our next show, is it Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday? We have another we have another live show coming. I can't remember if it's Wednesday or Thursday. I probably should have looked that up. I think it was Wednesday. I think we have another live show next Wednesday. So that way we can the poison ring. Thank you.
Oh, there you
yes,
go.
I knew that there was something
I thought you showed
missing.
those.
No, I didn't do that one. And the eyelight rings too. The
Oh yeah,
the bloodshot.
The bloodshot.
Okay, so poison rings. Let me show you this one. Oh shit, I need glasses because I can't read small little labels. Okay, poison ring, size 9. This is my peridot. So here's literally back in the day, they'd put them on their fingers, and they called them poison rings, but they didn't really necessarily poison people with them. What they did instead was put opium, and then they would open it up like a so, and it opens. So that's why they're called poison rings. Back in the day, they wouldn't necessarily poison people. They'd usually put opium in it. Yeah. So, but they're called poison rings. This one is a size 9. Oh, it's next Tuesday. Thank you, Amber. So Amber's like, it's Tuesday. I'm like, yeah. Our next live sale is Tuesday, same time, same bat channel. But this one's the peridot, size 9. And then I have a size 7 oval peridot. See it? Oval peridot. And then I have a size 9 garnet oval. Like I said, I love these. I just love the history behind them too. But yeah, they all open up. Each one of them do. And you can open up and put whatever little things, legal things in there. Oh, my eye's twitching. Look at that, huh? But yeah, that's a garnet one. And then we have an amethyst one right there. So, and if these sell out, I think I am able to get more poison rings, and at least I know the vendor now. And this one is a size 8 amethyst poison ring. This one is a size 7 oval. I think I showed that one, peridot. And then the last one is aquamarine, and I believe that's a size 9. So in the aquamarine there. So, but yeah, these are poison rings. These are all $49.99. So all the poison rings are $49.99. And then I have to show you this bloodshot iolite. We had a request for bloodshot iolite, and I'm like, maybe she means something different. No, I've never heard of it. So never, ever have I heard of it before, but I found some freaking rings, and I got them for cheap. And I probably should sell them for more, but I got them for a deal, and I have to sell them for a deal. I can't not, because that's just not right. Okay, so these are the bloodshot iolite. Let me find you a really good specimen so you can see what I'm talking about. Hey, oh, there it is. So, so it's iolite. We all know iolite is also known as water sapphire, right? The aquamarine size was 9, Stace. So this, you can see the shine. I mean, it definitely reflects, but this is called bloodshot iolite, and it has another substance. Sometimes it's got a little bit of pink tourmaline in it, but it also has that
Lepidolite.
You heard him. I'm not repeating it. No, we're not. No, I'm not gonna repeat that shit. No, I'm gonna try. No, not gonna try. This one is a size. Crap, I can't read it. Oh crap! None of these have the sizes on them because oh well. But they are listed, so the sizes. But I have oval. I got a deco marquee. I've got a teardrop. I have a marquee, a true marquee, and then I also have a square. So these are all the bloodshot iolite. Iolite is also known as water sapphire. I love iolite for eye issues. That's why it's called iolite. So it also helps to control your third eye chakra, so it doesn't go open, closed so much, so you don't get the damn headaches. But yeah, bloodshot iolite, $49.99. Very unique, but pretty. Very, very pretty. I can't believe how glittery and sparkly these are. So, but they're kind of got a purpley pink shine to them, and they really sparkle in the sun. I didn't, underneath their lights, it's one thing. Outside, a lot of times, sometimes we'll change colors with certain crystals. These sparkle in the sunlight. I was impressed. Very impressed, actually. So, okay, now did I get everything?
Yes.
Like I said, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We'll do another one of these. All new shit. So if there is any request that you guys may be asking for, by all means, go ahead and message us on Facebook. We'll see if we can find it. If we do, we'll let you know. Like I said, I love iolite for the vibe. For me, it opens up my third eye, but it stabilizes it. Like I said, it just kind of it like vibrates it a little bit. So keeps it nice. So alrighty. Outside of that, I want to thank everybody for attending. So this has been great. So now the real work begins.
Now Kelly's got to package and ship everything.
Oh no. I see. I have help. I have help. So, but this is literally our hotel room. What is really nice is that we got a suite, like a bigger suite this time. So we're not on each
we're,
other.
we're doing things the right way.
Yeah.
So we're getting
We're
enough.
learning.
We're getting enough space. So we have a shipping area. We have
Mhm.
each our own individual workstations,
So-
separate bedroom, kitchen.
Yeah, and
And
we're-
also we're staying out here for longer,
Yes.
so we're not
We
so
have time.
crunched.
Yeah, we're
we
not-
can see everything.
Yes, and we don't feel like we have to hurry up and rush and get everything. So now we can really negotiate some great deals for you guys. So, but thanks so much for watching. Like I said, be patient. There might be some weird shipping shit, but we're going to ship everything out from here. If you ordered other things on the website, they'll have to ship them out from there. Everything that we showed you tonight, whatever doesn't sell, we're shipping back to Omaha. So some of these things, you know, we've got cards for, other things we don't, but we don't have any cards here. So when we give these things to you, you won't be able to get any cards, but you can sure come into the store, grab those cards, or then any next purchase, we can mail those out. Just put them in the comments. It's not a problem.
And Deanne, it was the red coral that comes in some different
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah, so let us know
if you want something larger or
if you
something
want
smaller,
a bigger size or smaller
just
size.
put it in
for
the comments.
put in
Just
the
send us
comments.
over a message.
Yep.
So
awesome.
but yeah,
Good.
all right, get to work.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. All right. Take care. Thanks
care,
for
everybody.
watching, guys. Bye.